Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to FPL, don't panic. A very jet lagged Des here this morning, as it is in New Zealand, with tales of woe to tell. Oh my God, what did I do? I'm going to tell you a story. I haven't told you a story for a wee while. It's just very embarrassing. You know, I've got my little rule I've set myself. Don't do transfers when I'm drinking. Well, let's add one to that. Don't drink, fly, and do transfers. So I got myself down to Dublin. Had a few beers the night before. I actually went to bed early. I was been a good Des because I had a massive journey to New Zealand the next day, obviously. But I woke up in the morning, a bit drowsy. Thought I'll have another hour. And I thought, oh, nearly deadline. Thought, oh yeah, and I'd worked out that I was going to be able to watch a couple of games, first two games, one of which was the West Ham match where I had no players involved. I thought, you know what? It's not a transfer I want to do. It's not a transfer I want to do. But you know what? It's a long journey and it kills a couple of hours. I'll have a bit of a vested interest and I'll be able to watch the game, and it'll kill a few hours of what is basically a 30-40 hour journey. So I knew I wanted to get rid of Voltamide anyway, so I transferred out Voltamide and brought in Bowen for what I thought was a good fixture. And I drowsed back off to sleep, got myself up, didn't even bother looking at the phone. Thought, right, get myself packed, get myself over to the airport. There was TVs over there. I was going to be able to watch the game, and that they'd also be showing some of the games on the plane. Because you get the glory of technology. You can actually watch live football on the plane now. And so games kicked off, and I just want to have a look at my phone. I was like, the fuck has Mateta gone? Why is Voltamide still in my team? What the hell? So somehow, in my drowsy, tired state, and doing a rushed transfer minutes before deadline, I managed to transfer out Mateta for Bowen. And Bowen didn't return, of course. West Ham scored 3 goals, and Bowen not involved in any. When does that ever happen? I've got to take the plus side. If I had got rid of Voltamide, I would have been a few points down, and I wouldn't somehow miraculously be on a green arrow. About just over 100k of a green arrow with just 45 points. The weeks when I've in the last few weeks where I've had 70 points and had a red arrow, 45 points gets me 100k green by accident, because I think I would have probably just remained about the same. So I still wish I hadn't done it even with the green arrow, because seriously, this has totally messed me up for the few weeks. I mean, I shouldn't have been making the Voltamide to Bowen transfer anyways. I should have been just doing what I'd said I was going to do, which was roll, but I wanted some entertainment for the flight. So, shoot me, because God knows I think I'm going to be shooting myself. It is what it is. What does this all mean? I mean, I've got a green arrow, so yeah, obviously take that. Totally ruined any of my thoughts on what I was going to do for the next few weeks. So I'm going to take a couple of weeks now to work out what the hell I do next. But plans of what I was going to do with regards to stripping down Voltamide to Thiago, which is what I should have done if I was going to do that transfer. This was the week to do it. Voltamide to Thiago. Even that's gone. I mean, I might just strip him down to the Troopy Junior or Magui. But it's messed up sort of the plans I wanted to do with bringing in a Liverpool asset, maybe even another City asset with the fixture turns there. That Liverpool performance again is making me think a little bit about that, though. It's 3-0 City. Didn't see that coming. Yeah, I'm mulling over just to say the brain is a bit discombobulated from jet lag and also this horrendous screw up. 45 points. What a stupid game week. 2 missed penalties. Semenyo Haaland. Double Arsenal defence. Gone. Sunderland were fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Really enjoyed watching that game. That was fantastic to watch. And even though it cost me a couple of points, obviously I was just jumped in my plane seat when I saw that goal going in. Sorry, what is the? Give me a sec. The turtle is doing all sorts of craziness. For those that For those of you that have not met him before, this is Timmy the Turtle. Timmy helps me make predictions. We'll get to that for those of you that haven't met him before, because I've been back in Ireland for pretty much the last 12 months. We shall see more of Timmy in future videos. There you go. Up you go there, fella. Anyway, the game week that was mental, really low scores all round. Got a green arrow, I'll just take it, and now I have to work out what the hell I'm going to do, and I'm actually really glad it is a couple of weeks away. What we're going to do for the next game week, because at the moment it don't look that flash. Just that one transfer, accidental or otherwise, has messed things about a little bit. Let's see if I can. Guys, everything's taking ages to load. I'm not quite sure what is going on. What else is new? Yeah, I mean, it looks like I'm going to be potentially forced into playing a back five, but then it still seems to be a case of big at the back in terms of point. I mean, does it look that bad if I go with it? Does it actually look that bad? The fixtures are all right. I would definitely wish I had Mateta going out against Wolves. It looks incredibly unbalanced at the moment. I guess I could play Bowen, but then I've got my keeper at home to West Ham against a striker. Maybe I should just do that and hedge my bets, and hopefully one of them comes in. Does it look that awful though? Petrovic home to West Ham. West Ham definitely on the improve, no question about that now. But they have had that was probably about the easiest fixture they could have had for that win at the weekend. But Petrovic, but Bournemouth are losing form, so yeah, it's another one to think about. But Timber home to Spurs, Grand, Lacroix, Wolves, Gabriel, Spurs, Senesi, West Ham, Mukiele, Fulham. I mean, that could be huge. I mean, there could be a huge haul in there. I mean, we've got a good mixture of DEFCON and attacking intent in there. So, you know, there could be 20 to 40 points in the defence. I know, ever the optimist. Caicedo, Burnley away. Semenyo, West Ham home. Saka, Spurs. Bemo, Everton at home. And then Haaland, Newcastle away. So Haaland will get his usual goal. And hopefully no missed penalties. Actually doesn't look that bad. I mean, it's not ideal, but it's not that bad. There's definitely players I would have liked to have brought in, because this really should be the week that I should be a week late. I should have been moving Voltamidi out for Thiago, and then had some money to upgrade Dewsbury Hall, who also bloody returned, of course, this game we've just gone. It's a bit of a mess. Let's call a spade here. But happily, I've got 2 weeks to think about it. Before the international break is on, so certainly I'm not going to be doing any transfers until the international matches are out of the way. What those transfers are, I do not have a clue at the moment. As I say, we're just going to get over this jet lag and enjoy a little bit of sunshine and have a little think and try and learn from the error of my ways, because I actually, honestly, to be honest with you, as I look back at the last few weeks, I've had a crazy couple of weeks prior to coming back to New Zealand, and I don't think I've been entirely focused. I have done some very silly things, even sillier than my normal silly things. So, got a green arrow, miraculously, do nothing, just reset myself and start to actually get a proper focus on now that I'm back on home soil, and start to get a bit more of a focus in and see if I can start to get a few green arrows in a row. Question is this team going to get me a green arrow? It could get me a huge green arrow, being a hugely differential. I very much doubt anyone's going to be going out with this lineup for what are we? We've lost track of the game. It's game week 12 now, isn't it? I very much doubt anyone's going to be going out with that. So it could be a huge rank rise if there were some decent returns there. But it could also be an unmitigated disaster. But I just can't think who I would want to bring in. I don't want to transfer anyone out of that midfield. I would like to get a Liverpool midfielder, maybe Szoboszlai. I think it's just going to have to wait. I think I just need to. I do actually think I may have to roll here and just decide, is that the lineup I go with, or do I play Voltamide, home to City, Newcastle, different proposition at home, or do I bring in Bowen? Away to Bournemouth, West Ham looking better, but obviously then I have my goalkeeper playing against my striker. Not ideal, not ideal. And then of course Dewsbury Hall away to Man United, and Dewsbury Hall on the bench obviously got bloody points for me. Oh yeah, it's a bench points this week, didn't I? It happens, it happens. No. So I'm going to do nothing for now, and they're going to just let this rest. That team could go large. It could also be a disaster. Big question obviously around the captain as well for this game week. Let me know what you think in the comments. I do have some catch-up videos to do. Obviously with everything I had going on, I didn't do last week's Bishop Brennan Cup, but I have made a note of the winner. So we'll do that, and we've obviously got this week's Bishop Brennan Cup to do as well. In a very, very tough game week. A lot of low scores, but a lot of good rank rises there in our league. Yeah, in a pretty tough game week. So listen, have fun, play your own game, do not panic. I'm going to actually make myself a great big coffee and sit out in the New Zealand sunshine, and then I'm going to learn from the error of my ways, and don't do it again, Des. Don't do it again. See you soon. Bye bye.